Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Briggs. I'm coming to you today from the Room of Requirement in Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. The Room of Requirement is a neat place. Whatever you want shows up here. For some reason, I have a pony and a snow cone machine. I'm not exactly sure why. Moving on. Today's lesson is more comparison strategies. It's basically a repeat of the previous one. We just amp it up a little bit. And our lesson today comes to us on page 20, A through D, and our ACE problems are 4, 5, and 14 through 18, and then 22. And our learning target for today is I can compare part to whole and part to part relationships. So the big idea of today's lesson is that you can make these comparison statements and really understand what they mean. We can compare two similar situations and really understand what they're like. Now, if you know how to do equivalent fractions, this will be a lot easier. Okay, our notes are really just an example. Comparing relationships, part 2. We have Bill and we have Ted. And Bill makes $50 working 5 hours. Ted makes $65 working for 7 hours. How much more money does Ted have? Well, that's my very first comparison statement. Well, that's easy. I just basically take one number, 65, and subtract 50, and it looks like he makes $15 more than Bill, right? So it would make sense, in one way, he makes more money than Bill does. But then there's the bigger question. Who has a better paying job? Well, that bigger question is going to lead us to dive a little bit further, and that's where having our understanding of fractions and equivalency is going to come in really, really handy. So, take this example here. Bill makes $50 working for 5 hours, Ted makes $65 working for 7. Well, basically, I just set this up like a fraction, 50 to 5 and 65 to 7. And I work them like division problems, 50 divided by 5, and I get this handy little unit rate of $10 per hour. And if I do the same thing with 65, I don't know if it's going to come along very evenly, but we do 65 divided by 7, and we end up getting about 9.29, or $9.29 an hour. Okay? So if it's $9.29 an hour, we could also say that, in a way, Bill makes more money. He has a better paying job by about 60 cents an hour, or 70 cents an hour. Alright, so as you can see, we can make these comparisons pretty easily. It's just we have to really understand what part are we talking about. And once we get those parts on an even playing field, through ratios, or through fractions, or through decimals, or through percents, only when they're on an equal playing field can we really compare them. Alright, your coursework today is lesson 2.2 practice. It's going to be the lesson is on page 20, A through D, and then we'll be doing the ACE problems 4 and 5, 14 through 18, and 22. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, have fun and good luck.